I am Salvador Dali. Ever see a melting clock or an elephant on stilts? Join Salvador Dali, a boy who saw the world differently, on a whimsical journey through his art. I am Salvador Dali's story. The world was not quite ordinary for me, Salvador Dali, even as a little tyke in Figueres, Spain, with the sunshine warm on my back and the wind whispering secrets through the olive groves. I saw things differently. Clouds weren't just fluffy white puffs. They were castles in the sky, dragons breathing smoke, and sometimes even giant melting clocks. Now, melting clocks might sound strange, but not to me. They were full of stories, stories of time stretching and squishing of the past and future, all tangled together. My mama, oh, she was the best. She saw the spark in my eyes whenever I held a paintbrush. She'd ruffle my hair and say, Salvador, paint what you see, even if it's different from what everyone else sees. And that's exactly what I did. My room became a wonderland of colors and shapes, where melting clocks dripped onto landscapes and elephants with stilt-like legs trumpet across canvases. School, well, that was a different story. Numbers and letters danced on the page, but they couldn't hold a candle to the adventurous brewing in my head. I get in trouble for daydreaming, but honestly, who wouldn't want to chase a flock of butterflies with wings made of rainbows or have tea parties with ants wearing tiny top hats? When I turned 17, a firecracker of an idea exploded in my head. I had to go to Madrid, the big city bursting with artists. There, I found others who spoke the same language of dreams. We were surrealists, a fancy word for folks who loved turning the ordinary upside down. We painted lobsters with telephones for claws because, well, why not? One sunny afternoon, while taking a nap, naps are super important for day catching. I had the most peculiar dream. Clocks were all droppy and melty, like cheese left out in the sun. I woke up with a jolt, grabbed my paint, and onto the canvas went. The persistence of memory. People scratched their heads at those melting clocks, but that was okay. It made me think, made them wonder if time was really as fixed as they thought. Another time I dreamt of a ferocious tiger being swarmed by tiny ants. It was so real. I could almost feel the ants tingling my toes. That dream became dream caused by the flight of bee around a pomegranate a second before awakening. A bit of a mouthful, I know, but hey, dreams are messy things. I didn't just paint though. I love to be awakened, a walking piece of an art myself. I twirl my long mustache like a maestro conducting an orchestra. Wear a suit and tiny tie on the beach because who says you can't be fancy by the sand? I even walk around with a pet ocelot on the leash. An ocelot is a wild cat, smaller than a jaguar, but just as curious. People might have thought I was a bit odd, but that was okay. Being different is what makes the world interesting. like a bowl of soup filled with colorful candies instead of boring old vegetables. Today, my art hangs in museums all around the world. Children look at my paintings and ask their parents, why are the clocks melting? Or what's that ant doing on the tiger's nose? And that was the magic of it all. My art is a door to a land of dreams where the rules don't apply and anything is possible. So the next time you look at a cloud, remember it might not just be fluffy white, it could be a dragon breathing fire, a melting clock whispering secrets, or maybe even a little Salvador Dali with a paintbrush in his hand, ready to paint the world in you.